social media influencers who do not even take a nuanced approach to nutrition constantly condition your mind about topics that lack evidence. How long will you give them power to think for you? When will you think for yourself? Welcome back to another video. My name is Harsh Patel, and in this video, we will be talking about how social media health influencers scam you for money into believing that certain supplements or certain products will increase your fat burning. There's a trend in social media. A lot of influencers are selling products and claiming that this product will kind of fix some biological value. If you take their supplements, you will increase fat burning, and therefore you will lose more weight if you are trying to lose weight. Their entire content is around that particular product and how that product helps achieve increase in fat burning. Pause and think, for God's sake. In reality, they might be just scamming you into believing that the supplement that you will take will increase fat burning. Before someone misleads you again and scams you into buying a supplement, let's look at the basics of fat burning. For anyone who has taken like biochemistry will truly understand this. I doubt that these influencers have taken even a single general course on biochemistry and physiology, because health students, science students, biology students will know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to refer all of this to the scenario of 1 meal a day because it's very simple to understand in that scenario. When you're eating 1 meal a day, you're only eating 1 meal a day. We can really understand the physiology and the biochemistry of our bodies in that sense. Your body can only be in 3 energy states. The 1 meal that you're eating, if the energy in that meal exceeds the maintenance calories that you burn, then you will gain weight, and that is called the positive energy state. If you eat a meal that has energy equal to your maintenance calories, then you will not gain weight or you will not lose weight. Lastly, the meal that you're eating is less calories or has less energy than the body burns, then you will lose weight, aka a calorie deficit. Think of these energy states as a spectrum and not a hard boundary, because you can ramp up the negative energy state by eating less calories. On the flip side, you can ramp up the positive energy state by eating more calories. On top of that, your body can only be in a fed state or a fasted state. So when I eat that 1 meal, after that I will be in the fasted state. So when I eat 1 meal a day, majority of my time I will be in a fasted state. The rest of the few hours in the day, I'll be in a fed state. Now, this is not to say that 1 meal a day is the best weight loss program, okay? This is just an example for me to explain physiology and biochemistry of fat burning. We're going to go deeper into this. When we are in that negative energy state, that meal that we ate gives us a calorie deficit, we are upregulating lipolysis. Lipolysis is the breakdown of fat from the adipose tissue. Second thing that happens is that there is a downregulation of insulin and upregulation of glucagon. And when glucagon is upregulated, in physiology, insulin and glucagon, they work anti-parallel. That means they both oppose their effects. Glucagon, gluconeogenesis, we make glucose to maintain blood glucose levels. And that happens when you are in a fasted state. When glucagon is upregulated, it could increase this process of gluconeogenesis in the liver, which pumps out glucose to maintain blood sugar levels. In the muscle, you can also break down glycogen into simpler subunits, which is glucose, to maintain blood sugar levels. And again, to mention, when we're talking about lipolysis, what happens is fat molecules from the adipose tissue are broken down and they are sent to the energy-deprived cells. These individual subunits of fat molecules are free fatty acids. They could be used in the citric acid cycle in the mitochondria, so they could generate ATP. And trust me, this is a very efficient system. There's a lot of ATP produced because fat has a lot of calories that could be liberated from them. This is the most important point. Lipolysis, the breakdown of fat, and gluconeogenesis occur at the same time. There is no threshold that I have learned in my biochemistry class that really activates lipolysis. I have seen in social media about misinterpreting information from science, and people will say, oh, you have to deplete all your glycogen stores in order to activate fat loss. The body doesn't activate anything. Lipolysis is always going on. Gluconeogenesis always going on. And when you go back to this video, when I use the words like upregulation, downregulation, those represent that everything happens in like sort of a spectrum. There's nothing like on and off switch. You can ramp up something or you can ramp down something. And now I want to really hit on the idea of homeostasis. In a negative energy state, you have lipolysis and gluconeogenesis occurring at the same time. However, you also have lipogenesis occurring at the same time, and you also have other opposite processes occurring at the same time. In a negative energy state, in that 1 meal a day scenario, lipogenesis is slower compared to lipolysis. With gluconeogenesis, the opposite of gluconeogenesis is production of insulin. Insulin is kind of downregulated. We don't need insulin because we don't have enough glucose to be used by insulin in the blood. Now you might question that, okay, well, there might be sugar in the bloodstream, but if there's elevated insulin, I won't be able to liberate fat and I won't lose fat. That's also bullshit. Let's say you have elevated insulin in that 1 meal a day scenario. In that one meal, you are ingesting calories, insulin will go up. But if you are in that negative energy balance, if that one meal doesn't have enough energy to supply yourself and counteract your maintenance calories, you are going to lose weight. Plus, it doesn't matter if your insulin goes up or goes down or stays neutral. In most cases, your insulin will shoot if you're eating 1 meal a day because you will have a lot of glucose to clear out from your bloodstream. To make claims like this, like these gurus and even doctors making claims like this, not even referring back to biochemical experiments and understanding basic biochemistry. It's totally absurd and it's totally unethical to mislead people into believing in these certain beliefs. Lastly, you have this positive energy state, right? Everything reverses. Gluconeogenesis is downregulated. Lipogenesis is upregulated. Lipolysis is downregulated. And I'm very careful in using my vocabulary because activation of fat gaining doesn't happen. You're always gaining fat. In fact, you are activating fat burning or you're activating lipogenesis after a meal. In that 1 meal a day scenario again, you are upregulating lipogenesis acutely and you're downregulating lipolysis acutely. But after that period passes, after the fed state passes, you are back to a fasted state and you are back to a negative energy balance only if the calories that you ingested do not counteract the calories that you burned in that entire day. Here is my conclusion and important points to consider. Calorie density in your meal determines the energy state you're in. That OMAD example again. If you're eating 1 meal a day, if that meal puts you in a calorie surplus, then you are in a positive energy state. If that meal doesn't put you in a calorie surplus, it puts you under your maintenance calories, you will lose weight. If you're eating multiple meals, then average energy state is determined by the average calories that you consume. Fed state doesn't mean that you are in a positive energy state automatically, because if that was true, you will never lose weight. I would have never lost 65 pounds. Fasted state doesn't mean you are in a negative energy state. And that is why fasting is not magical. It's not something superior that you should look up to. It's the calorie density of your meals that determine if you will lose weight or not ultimately. And lastly, any supplement, any drink, or any food that is claimed by health influencers that this will boost your metabolism, sorry to say, that's bullshit. They are misleading you. They are scamming you. Save your money. There are better things to put your money towards in terms of your personal education, loans, credit card, mortgage, other places to invest your money than stupid supplements that fake fitness influencers are promoting. I just want to leave you with this point that really brings everything together. The idea of homeostasis. What comes up must come down. There is no magic in weight loss. There is no magic. Everything is controlled by exercise and nutrition when you want to see progress. There is no particular food that will give you a 120% increase in muscle mass and 56% reduction in fat mass. There's no such thing built like that. And this is the truth. And this is the sad part about social media, that people will make you believe that every single day when you mindlessly scroll on your phone. Be mindful of your consumption and be mindful of your goals and stay true to progress, and most importantly, be patient with yourself. Thanks for watching. I hope you like this video. Follow for more, and I hope to catch you in another podcast or a YouTube video. Thanks for watching.